Lesson 9. We got a new car.
Warm-up dialogue. Dad's car.
Did you see our new car?
Is that it over there?
Yes. Isn't it beautiful?
What happened to the old one?
It just quit running yesterday while Dad was driving it to work. Dad got really angry when the garage told him how much it would cost to repair, so he just bought a new one instead.
It's so huge.
I've always wanted a luxury SUV. It sure beats that little compact we've had so long.
Wasn't it expensive?
Sure, but Dad just borrowed a lot of money from the bank. What do you think about it?
I think it's too big and expensive. Even the cost for gasoline and insurance must be enormous, and I'm sure it makes a lot of pollution.
Aw, you sound just like my mom. When Dad drove it home, she told him that fixing the old one would be a lot cheaper in the long run. Questions. 1. What does "in the long run" mean? 2. What does Ralph think about his family's new car? Why? 3. What does Betty think about it? Why?
Pictures talk.
One. Question number 1. What do your parents think about current gas prices? Do they complain about the government's role in fuel prices? Question number 2. Do they try to drive less, or do they have a carefree attitude about the cost of driving? Question number 3. Do they do anything to save money on gas? If so, what?
2. Question number 1. Is this scene usual on weekends? How about weekdays? Question number 2. How do your parents respond to this kind of traffic jam? Question number 3. What do you do when there is a traffic jam?
3. Question number 1. What is happening here? Question number 2. Have you ever seen your parent drive after drinking? Question number 3. What would you do if your parent tried to drive drunk?
4. Question number 1. What is the man doing wrong? Question number 2. What do your parents do if their phone rings while they are driving? Question number 3. It is claimed that talking on the phone while driving is as dangerous as driving drunk. What do you think? What is dangerous about it?
5. Question number 1. What do you think happened? Question number 2. How does this reaction to the accident affect the other cars on the road? Question number 3. Have you ever seen your parent argue with some other driver on the road? Describe what happened.
6. Question number 1. Describe what happened in the picture. Question number 2. What would you do if you saw this kind of event? Question number 3. Why do you think the driver is running away from the accident? Answer me. One. The best choice.
I'm going to buy a car today. Would you like to go along?
What are you going to get?
I don't know yet. I'll see what's on the lot.
You mean you aren't going to buy a new car?
No, I'm going to get a good used one. It's a lot cheaper.
But a new car is guaranteed to work well.
No, new cars break down too, you know. But they have a warranty, so they can be repaired for free.
But what happens if you buy an old car and it breaks down?
Sometimes we can get warranties on used cars too. But we need to be careful about what we buy. If a car has been taken well care of, it should be as good as new for a long time. Questions. 1. With whom do you agree more, the father or the daughter? 2. Talk about why people buy used cars. 3. Do your parents buy new cars or used ones?
2. Status symbol.
Let's get a new car, Mom.
Why? Ours is only a couple of years old. It isn't even paid for yet.
I know, but we need a new one.
The one we have is in great shape. I don't think we need a new one.
But, Mom, Randy's dad just got a new luxury sedan. We can't let him think they're better than we are.
It takes a lot more than just a car to prove someone's worth.
I'd like to drive his big fat car into his smirking face.
Oh, you're just jealous. Questions. 1. Does Barry's family need a new car? 2. Why does Barry think they do? 3. Will he be able to persuade his mother that he's right? Defend your answer. 3. Running lights. Watch out!
What?
You just ran a red light.
I know, but there wasn't anyone else coming.
We could have been killed.
No, we're perfectly safe. I made sure there weren't any other cars before I drove through it.
It doesn't matter. The light's there to protect us. If everybody ignored it like you did, nobody would ever be safe.
Well, we're late. I'm just trying to save some time.
The minute or so you might save while endangering us and the other drivers really wouldn't make any difference, would it?
Questions. 1. Who do you think is right? Why? 2. Do your parents break the traffic rules when they are in a hurry? Do they drive too fast? Do they run through red lights? Explain in detail. 3. Have your parents ever been stopped by a cop for breaking the law? What happened?
4. Buckle up.
How many times do I have to tell you? Buckle up.
But you never do.
I'm a lot bigger than you are. The belt is too tight for me.
It's uncomfortable for me too. But why should you be comfortable if I can't?
Because I'm driving, and I'm your father. So I have to be responsible for the safety and well-being of my passengers and my family as well.
That doesn't mean it's fair.
All right, I'll tell you what. From now on, we'll both fasten our seatbelts. Every time, okay?
Questions. 1. Do your parents always buckle up? Why or why not? 2. Do you always fasten your seatbelt even when you are in the back? Why or why not? 3. Give some reasons why we should buckle up. Let's talk more.
1. The Joneses.
My father drives a compact car, even though our neighbors all have sedans. He said that he isn't concerned about keeping up with the Joneses. When I asked him what that means, He said that too many people are only interested in status symbols. They want to own expensive, fashionable things because they want everyone else to think that they are important. He said he knows that he's important in all the meaningful ways that have nothing to do with money, so he doesn't feel the necessity of falsely impressing the others.
Questions. 1. Compared to a compact, what does owning a sedan seem to imply? 2. Instead of saying, keeping up with the Joneses, what other expression could you use? 3. What meaningful ways that have nothing to do with money do you think he is talking about?
2. Protectionist. These days, I see many imported cars on the road. I wonder why. Most of them cost a lot more than cars made here. But are they really any better? I guess I could agree that someone might be willing to spend a small fortune for the very best car in the world, even if it was made abroad. But I don't see why anyone would do that for a pretty ordinary vehicle. And I sure don't understand how buying foreign cars helps make our own economy stronger. Questions. 1. What do you think is the best car in the world? Where is it made? 2. Why do some people want to buy foreign cars? 3. Why are there so many different kinds of cars on the road?
3. Bike safety.
I like to ride my bike. I ride it every day if I can. But it is dangerous to ride it on the road by my house because there are too many cars. I'm afraid that I'll have an accident. And my mom says that all the exhaust fumes they emit are dangerous to my health. So I don't know where I can ride my bike safely.
Questions. 1. What is the narrator's dilemma? Can it be resolved? How? 2. Name 2 reasons why it is dangerous for him to ride his bicycle. 3. Can you think of any other reasons why riding a bike might be dangerous?
4. Why drive? If more people used public transportation, we could protect our environment and keep our society cleaner. We could also save a lot of fuel. There wouldn't be as much need for places to park, so we could use the space for other purposes. More homes, or even more trees. And instead of driving, we could relax while we traveled. We could read or even take a nap instead of having to worry about having an accident or being late. I'm sure that it would even be safer. We hardly ever hear about bus or train crashes, but cars get into wrecks every day. Questions. 1. Name one advantage that using public transportation has over driving a car. Name another. 2. Then why do so many people still want to drive? 3. What are some disadvantages with public transportation? Real talk. Another auto. We need another car.
Why? We just got this one a year ago. Is something wrong with it already?
No, it's fine. We don't need to replace it.
I don't understand. Didn't you just say we needed to?
No, I said we need another car, not a different car, just one more car.
But why? We're still paying for this one.
I know, but when you drive it to work, I'm stuck at home. I still have to take the kids to school and then pick them up, and I have grocery shopping to do and lots of other errands. Having a car would be a lot more convenient than taking a bus or subway, and a lot cheaper than a taxi.
I don't think we can afford it right now. Why don't we wait until next year and then see if we can afford it?
That's what you say every year, and we still haven't bought one.
We don't really need a new car. You just want one because all your female friends have a second car.
No, I do need one. Why don't you leave the car at home and you can take the subway to work? That'll solve our problem.
No, that would solve your problem. Then I'd have to get another car for my use. I have to have a car to do my job.
Then that settles it. We definitely need a second car. Questions. 1. What is the difference between another car and a different car? 2. Why does the family need a second car? 3. Does the mother persuade her husband that she's right? How? 4. Does your family have a second car? Why? Read me.
Rules matter. Why should everybody keep traffic rules? Cars are heavy, fast, and dangerous. Around the world, thousands of people die in automobile accidents every year. Most of these accidents are preventable if people would consistently follow the rules of the road. These rules regulate speed, direction, and right-of-way. If they did not exist, everyone would feel free to go anywhere, anytime, and at any speed that he or she wants to. The result would not only be mass confusion, but also a lot more fatalities, injuries, and property damage. Questions. 1. What do traffic rules do? 2. Why are they necessary? What would happen without the rules? 3. Are they always obeyed? Say why you think they are or are not.